If Bibi Netanyahu doesn't accept this ceasefire proposal, it's going to cause more people in Israel to protest against him since they are demanding that he accepts the deal and have hostages returned. They're upset that he's been doing very little to actually free the hostages. They want him to resign over his failure to actually do anything to get the hostages back. So it's either he accepts the ceasefire deal and gets hostages returned, or he says no and causes a bigger problem for himself in Israel, as that would cause more people to protest against him, seeing that he could have accepted a proposal to free at least some of the hostages, and him just saying no.
So, a lot in there. We know that they are celebrating in Gaza, but it seems that it is premature. It seems that it is too early to start celebrating. Hamas, a short while ago, said that it had agreed to a ceasefire deal, that it agreed to a deal that it has been working on with mediators from Qatar, Egypt. This was a deal that was backed by the United States. But it didn't spell out exactly what the terms of the deal would be. Some of those terms are understood because they have been talked about in public forums before. Some of the terms, however, are not exactly clear. The general framework is that it would be a multi-phase deal, take place over several stages, and that the first phase would see 33 hostages who were kidnapped on October 7th by Hamas freed in exchange for a 40-day ceasefire, 40-day cessation of hostilities. And that if that went well, there would be other phases to follow. There are nearly 100.
So it sounds like the longer that the Israeli government agrees to a ceasefire, the more hostages that would be released. I mean, that would be easy for the Israeli government to do. Just don't attack Palestinians and Gaza, and all the hostages would eventually be released. That's easy.
130 hostages believed to be still in Gaza and 93 of them still alive. The others having died during captivity. The issue is Israel has not confirmed that those are the terms of a deal that it is willing to accept. These negotiations are being carried out in secret. There are not written documents that are exchanged, at least that we are aware of, or written documents that are published publicly.
I wonder if part of part of the proposal will require the Israeli government to release Palestinian hostages that they have, because the Israeli government has kidnapped thousands of Palestinians from Gaza and from the West Bank. And anytime any of them get released, they always speak about the torture and abuse that they suffer from the hands of the IDF. A lot of these people not even charged with anything. That is not something good guys do. They don't kidnap civilians and then torture them after not even being charged with a crime.
So we're seeing Hamas saying that it has accepted a version of the deal that the two sides were working on. But Israel, according to unnamed still Israeli officials, saying that this is a ruse, this is a pressure tactic, this is a way to make Israel look like it is the one rejecting the deal instead of Hamas. So it's
Well, either way, if Israel rejects this deal, it will look bad upon them for not accepting the release of 33 hostages just for 40 days of a ceasefire.
seems that both sides are talking in general terms about the same deal, but different interpretations of it. And of course, the devil is in the details. The main question is, will this now drive negotiations? Will this spur those talks to continue? Will the Israelis and Hamas, through Arab negotiators, get back to the negotiating table